Morning, everyone. Monday business as usual. Why is my TV not connected? Okay, let's restart the phone. Okay, my phone refused to start. Probably have to retire the phone soon. Right. Okay, let's dial in the machine. Hello, good morning, Jianguo. Good morning. By the way, how's the sound quality? Morning, morning. We have repaired our milk frother, so today I'll be using the milk frother more, the automatic one, which will speed up the workflow a lot. This is exactly what I'm going to do later. Floor is wet. Okay, let's make some coffee. I'm using a new set of mic. Alright, do let me know whether the mic sounds more realistic as compared to my previous one. Flow looks good. So I'm going to show you the milk frother machine. I think this angle will be better. Alright, this is something we use to assist during peak. So you will froth the milk. Okay, the first one usually it needs a little bit of time to heat up. Hi, morning, Gwen. How is my sound quality for today? Is it better than as compared to the previous time? So I'm testing out a new mic to see whether it sounds better. Okay, I think it's good already. Nope, it's still no good. Okay, I have to wait for a while. So that's I guess that's the downside of the machine. So let me use cold milk then. Can dispense cold milk as well. Alright, so wait for the milk frother to become more stable, then we'll test it again. Sounds fine, that's good. First to flow. It's our usual routine. I'll usually make 2 double shot espresso 2 times so that I'll be able to taste the coffee in the morning and how good it is. Just to share with you. Right, so this corresponds to this corresponds to this, right? So, okay, let's do a taste test. This is the more chocolate one. This is the sweeter one. Yeah, from the taste of it, I can tell the green one is blend number 1 and the red color one is blend number 2. It's pretty distinctive because blend number 1 is what we call the Velvet Noir Venus, right? It has the white grapes tasting notes, which makes it slightly brighter. I would not say slightly, it's actually a lot brighter as compared to my Inferno Java. Inferno Java is a very safe blend. It is so safe that I would say 70 to 80% of milk-based drinker, they will find this blend really good, goes really well with milk. It is really good espresso. Whew. It's a good shot. When it goes to milk, right, it's a little bit harder. Oh yeah, this is the more chocolate one, yes. I can definitely taste it. Yeah. When you use a slightly acidic or brighter coffee and with steamed milk inside, The coffee tastes a lot sweeter, more on the sweeter side than the chocolate and nutty side. Of course, the undertone is still a little bit of a chocolate, probably milk chocolate kind of a tasting notes. But whereas for the Inferno Java, which is the three origin blends, which contains a little bit of Robusta, so that tends to give you the dark chocolate and nutty undertone, right? So this is what we have currently available for March. Yesterday I was Googling coffee carts because I may have a collaboration with another barista. Right, she has some freelance barista that's able to work on events such as weddings, such as company events, church events, whatsoever. So we will be doing coffee carts, and I saw of course on China side they can actually customize the food truck for us, and the cost is amazing, right? So, and it's full stainless steel. So, and probably I will ask them to send me one to see how's the build quality and everything, to see whether it fits our purpose. So coffee cart to support events is something that I want to do, right, in the future. Right, we'll be supplying the hardware, which means the espresso machines, the grinders, the coffee cart itself, and then will be run under our company. So that's something we are working on. It's a quiet morning today. Good morning. Sure. All right.
How business better?
It's getting slightly better. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, that one's collapsed.
Oh yeah. There's a sunken hole. Yeah. Hi, morning. Yep, take it first. Hi, yes.
Can I just get an ice Americano?
Ice Americano? Okay, sure. Just check here. Thank you. Hi, man. Yes. Sure. To go? For here. Okay. You need the receipt?
No, thank you.
Okay, can take a seat first. Welcome. Good morning.
I want cappuccino.
One cappuccino.
One espresso with hot water on the side.
Okay, have you here?
Coffee, I mean, here cappuccino as well.
Okay. American Express? Just a minute. Do you need to receipt? Okay. Let's see whether this is working. Yep. It does normal latte, flat white, and cappuccino foam. To the exact amount that we need. Thank you. Okay. So this is the oat flat. Morning everyone, if you're just joining us. Okay, welcome. Cappuccino takeaway. Now we're doing cappuccino foam. so. Water. Water. Right, if you are first time joining us, do let me know where you're from and who you are, so that I can mention you. Hi, Drive. Good morning. Let me know how's the sound quality. Right, I've changed my mic. I'm sick of the Rode wireless mic, wireless Go-to. Probably I'll sell it away. Yeah. So how does this mic sound? I didn't do any setting. This is the stock setting. Hi, morning.
Yes, one like
Sure. Still going for the more robust one? Sure. Thank you. I'm going to show you in Cotton Black how beautiful it is during the extractions. Still hear the weird sound? Then it may not be the mic setting, maybe my phone setting, but it's fun. new phone. Is it correct?
Thank you.
Okay. Compression, which doesn't really make sense. Yeah. Yeah, I probably. Yeah, I think can you, if you can help me do a comparison of this is like without mask on. So if I have a mask on, there will be a little bit of muffled sound. So this is actually the true sound without any mask or any. You see, I'm actually not just wearing the mic just below, probably about 10 to 12 cm above, I mean below. And I'm looking at right now my receiver. Do I call this receiver or transmitter? I can't remember. Anyway, it's connected directly to, plugged in directly to my phone. Whereas my previous rod mic was actually connected via some wire. So I prefer a direct connection to the phone's USB-C port. Yeah, it's better that way. Yeah, okay. Some of the level sounds good. Yeah. The thing is I'm using YouTube Live, so I'm not too sure. Do you know the app of YouTube Live on the phone itself? As you mentioned, there are some YouTube streaming apps which I may consider using them. So I will explore them this afternoon to see whether they actually give me better sound quality instead of compressing the sound. Trev, by the way, what do you do as during your daytime? Right, Dunkov. Hi, thanks. Thanks for joining. It's our usual people. Yes. Yeah, just the chocolate one. Okay, let me go and collect the glass outside. Do you also use YouTube Live? Yes, right now I'm actually live streaming. No, for my videos, I usually pre-record them using my phone camera. And then I use a software to edit the video on my phone. So is there a difference between the sound from live and the sound from the video recorder? Hello, morning. Hi, morning. Sure, take your time. It's ASA gas and there's no password.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I've not used the DJI system. This is my first DJI mic. It's a DJI mic 2. So pretty neat packaging. Yeah. So I'm pretty impressed. Have you used the DJI product before? No. I think if it sounds the same with the sound quality compressed, it's probably the software issue. It shouldn't be like this. I will test it on my camera phone. Not phone, camera. I have a Sony, I think ZET10 or something like that. I can't remember the model. Yeah, but I will test it on my phone as well. I have 2 drones by DJI. Okay. Well, I wish I can fly a drone in Singapore, but we can't. So we are restricted. So if you want to fly a drone in Singapore, I think you have to go for a course, right? You have to learn how to fly, and there's a restricted area whereby you can fly the drone. So you cannot just buy the drone and fly, right? That's how restricted Singapore is in a way. I think it has to do with air safety. Because Singapore is pretty small, so there's airspace is pretty limited. Yeah, I wish I can have the drone hovering. Yeah, I think especially Singapore is very crowded in Singapore, right? Yeah. Technically, there's no rural area in Singapore. Singapore is very much urbanized. We do have some natural reserve, a pretty big botanic garden. Bukit Timah Hill, which is pretty good. Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. Good to see you, Mike. How are you doing, man? Oh, okay. So I suppose it's similar to Australia. Yeah. So yeah, Singapore is just too small, right? How is everyone? Trev is my a friend that I've met on my Discord recently, which is really helpful. I'm really amazed by the Bamboo Lab. Now I'm so itchy to buy a Bamboo Lab machine, especially with the color system. Try, aside from using a camera, is to try another phone. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah. okay. I think I have a company phone. Yeah, but I'll probably have to try another brand because that phone is Samsung too, and that phone is very very old. It's so slow, yeah, that we have to replace it. Try putting the microphone to my mic. Okay, let me try. Is it better? Another position would be near my collar. Let's try. This is the closest as you get. Hope that's better. Okay. If you have any thing that you would like to discuss, you can let me know. I'm speaking pretty softly now because the cafe is really quiet. Probably. So cute, the baby. So cute. Eyes is so blue. I go inside roast coffee. Okay. I have to roast some coffee today. So as I come inside, I can speak louder. Yep. So I do have a camera, but okay. So here I can speak a lot louder. Let me know if the sound quality is better here, right? Okay, let me switch on my roaster. Does it sound better if I speak louder? Because when I'm outside the cafe, I didn't want to speak too loud. Yeah, talking to myself. Sounds very quiet. Yeah. Inside there's I think there's lesser noise, background noise. Probably the aircon. I've just switched on the ventilation system, so there may be a little bit of fan sound from there. But otherwise, inside is a lot more quiet than outside because outside has got machines and everything going on. So let's heat up the machine. But once I turn on the roaster, it'll be a little bit noisy because of the drum and everything. Yeah, so still hear the crackles. That's weird. So it means that the mic didn't solve the problem. That's really sad. But when I record it and I hear it on my recording, it sounds better. But I'm not too sure why it sounds compressed and not. Is there a difference between stereo and mono? I'm not too sure because right now I'm using one mic. But usually people don't do two mic, right? Yeah, I don't know. I'm very new to all these things. Okay, anyway, let's get ready the green coffee beans. I have to roast. Okay, let me see what's outside. Give me a moment. Be right back. Okay, I have to roast the velvet noir. Oh. Okay, 这个是 velvet noir。Okay, so let's get ready the green coffee bean. And I'll need this. So probably bring you here. Okay, so now just have to wait for the machine to heat up to its preset temperature, then we can roast. By By the way, recently I've been testing. Okay, right now I'm using the S24 Ultra. I just changed my phone from S21, which I used previously. Now this is actually the S24, so it shouldn't be a problem. Should be better, right? But somehow, so I'm not too sure what is the issue now. So it's really frustrating. This is the current setup I'm testing for the coffee cut. This 3 machine, by the way. 1, 2, 3. Perfect sound. Thanks, Milan. Did I get your name right? Yeah, so these are the machines I'm testing for a coffee cut, by the way. Right. This grinder is really amazing. Right, it's supposed to recognize my width of the portafilter. So it's doing a purging. So I have to pour this away. $19.8, not too bad. It's not too far away from 20 gram. So it's 0.2 gram difference. So you can see how fluffy the coffee ground is. Right, with this, there's really no need to do any blind shaker or WTT. So we can straight away pull shots while waiting for the system to heat up. So now if I put my second portafilter on, it's purging again because it's detecting that I'm changing my portafilter. So my preset is 20.8 gram. Let's change it. I want it to be, let's say 19 gram, right? So you can see my grind setting is 110, whereas my previous grind setting is 135. So by changing my portafilter with different weight, if I fit this basket with different size, you'll be able to detect which portafilter I'm using and dose accordingly. So that's about this really amazing grinder. So to do that, I have to waste a bit of coffee to show you again, right? So this is the one that's heavier. This is the one that's lighter. So if I put it on, it will purge because it's detecting that the portafilter is different weight. It will do a little bit of purging. And then it will switch the grind setting to 135. And then if I put my portafilter on, which is the lighter one, which I designed for 19 grams, it will purge again because I'm changing the grind setting. Right, and it's ready to grind. So now you can see it's changing to 19 grams. See how amazing this grinder is. So with I can use different portafilter for different weight, and I don't have to reweigh during a peak hour. So this is really amazing. Yeah, auto purging, right? So, oh my God, don't tell me about the Bamboo Lab. I'm so intrigued by the speed of the printing, right? It's crazy. Okay, machine is not ready. When it's ready, I'll pull a shot on this machine. So you can see with this setup, this is a dual boiler rotary pump. It's a commercial grade, which is similar to the La Marzocco Liner Mini. The same build quality. Price is about $1,000 cheaper in Singapore. We do supply this machine, right? It's about 6,500, whereas the Liner Mini is about 7,500, so it's about $1,000 more expensive. But in terms of performance, it should be around the same. The difference is Liner Mini uses two boilers. This machine uses a thermal block for brewing coffee and a big steam boiler for steaming milk. So that is the difference between the Ascaso PBT Plus and the La Marzocco Liner Mini. But both uses a rotary pump, which is ideal situation whereby you can actually draw water from, if you want to plumb in, right? The rotary pump is strong enough to draw water from a water reservoir that you place underneath your counter. So you don't need extra pump to do the job for you. But you need a rotary pump, which is necessary if you want to draw water and don't depend on the tank. So you can really pull fast shot because the group heats up really fast because it's run by thermal block. So you can see the temperature of the thermal block is already 93, but whereas steam is also ready. So let me see the steam pressure. Still not the ideal steam pressure yet. Yeah. So now let's try to pull a shot using the lighter basket. It has already done the purging previously, so it's no longer purging, right? It will grind directly, right? It's very simple. Temp, pub screen is a must, right? Lock up the portafilter, and then we are ready to pull shots, right? Let's get a scale. I may have to tune the grind setting though. The shots looks pretty okay. There's not much squirting. Okay, it's a 19 gram, so it's slightly fast, so I probably have to grind slightly finer. Right, so to adjust the grind setting, it's very easy on this machine too, which is I'm going to show you. All right, so basically press and hold. All right, go into the thickness. Right now it's 110, so I probably have to grind at 0-100. Let's give it a try. Press to memorize, and you can see it does its auto purging again. Yep, so once it's purged, means it's ready to grind coffee. Everything is done automatically. So this is what I mean by an ideal setup. If you are running a coffee cart or a small cafe, right? Even a busy cafe, it probably can cope. For the grinder, I mean, right? Not the espresso machine, because a single group espresso machine probably can't cope with a very busy cafe. Okay, I think my scale is out of battery soon. So again, I put it on. Right, 19.1 gram. So that's the weight I'm getting. And okay, temp it. Right, put the power screen on. Let me try the espresso. Oh, it's a very full body. Yeah. Minus the slight bitterness from the Robusta. So let's try again. I think my battery is running out soon. Pretty good shot, but I think it's still running a little bit fast. But I think it's better than just now. Okay, I'm getting about 45 grams from 23 seconds. Slightly fast, right? But the espresso looks pretty amazing. Right, and it's a very powerful machine. Yeah, so from here I can make an Americano. And that's it. So let's get back to the roasting. Right, if you have any things you want to talk about, hi Anders. It's my friend from Denmark. Yeah, so a very simple machine to use in a I would say is pretty much automated once you set it up right. So that's the ideal situation when you want to use in a coffee cart situation whereby you have no time to think. You just have to push shots after shots. So I think that's pretty ideal. It's very good coffee. Yes, there's still a protective screen on the machine. Yes, it's I think it's a laser film or something. Yeah. I actually unboxed this machine pretty long ago, but I just didn't want to take out the protective layer, right? There's a film of layer to protect the machine. I didn't bother to take it out. Whereas my Ascaso Steel Duo, you can see the protective film has been taken out. Yeah, so this is the Ascaso, right? I can see there's no more protective film. Yeah. Truly amazed. And these manufacturers is probably a manufacturer which I want to push their product because I have full confidence in their product. Yes. Yep, these are machine from Spain. It's pretty sad because the previous owner from Ascaso, which is someone that we know, is an old gentleman, right? A very nice gentleman who has sold the business to another larger corporation. So it's no longer the same as before. So again, once this family-owned business gets sold to those large corporations, things will change. Because these larger companies are profit-driven. So yeah, they just want to churn out volume after volume, right? So they're interested in revenue, profit. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to the roasting to see how's the machine. Right, so right now we are at 150 degrees. Right, so I have set my drop temperature to be 175. Right, so now I'm just waiting. So the advantage of the change of polyfilter is, let's say someone wants a single shots I can have a portafilter that does single shots, and I won't waste coffee by pulling a double shot and pour away the single shot. So that's an ideal situation. But I bet you could make the best popcorn. Yeah. Yes, probably you are right. Yeah, but for popcorn, I'll probably not use this machine because the oil and the butter will probably make the machine smells like butter, you know. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we are reaching temperature soon. Usually for my first roast, when the machine is cold, the roasting time will be slightly longer, right? I'll usually go up to 16 to 17 minutes. And subsequent rows will reduce by about 3 to 4 minutes. Yeah. So I will bring you up. Hi, Anders. You're not sleeping early today? Okay, so later on, you're going to see how the coffee gets sucked in from the top. Right, I'm going to drop it. It's reaching temperature soon. You hear the beeping sound from the machine. That's to tell me that the machine is up to temperature. So it is a PID machine. Okay, ready? I'm going to charge. Close. Right now. This is a 5 kg roaster, not a big one. Right, because right now our output for the moment is enough, right? But if our capacity goes up, I mean our output capacity goes up, then I will have to get a roaster. I need a machine to take my parchment off my beans. How would you do it, CY? I think they have something that actually crack the parchment, right? So you need something that allows the coffee bean to go through and to crack the parchment open, because parchment is pretty hard. I would imagine something like a pasta, you know, the Italian pasta maker. You can design a hopper and then you roll the pasta maker to a certain thickness. That could be something interesting, you know, to design something based on the pasta maker but with a wider gap. PLA should be hard enough, you know, to crack the parchment. Yeah, it's a good idea. Right? It's definitely possible. Yeah, they are okay. You can see the beans don't get stuck, they can move along. I can see. Yes, some of them is like appear to get stuck, but because the drum is turning, so it will get moved. So it will not get stuck behind the glass. If that's what your question is. Yeah, who knows? There may be someone who has already done the design. Yeah, we have reached turning point, which is the lowest temperature the coffee ever gets to inside the drum, and then it will start to go up. Technically, this machine can do auto roasting, but I have not physically tried before. Yeah, because every time I have to use a batch of at least 2 kg. which is a bit of wasting of coffee. And I'm worried that if it doesn't turn out well, then I have to throw the 2 kg away. So it's such a waste. It's a pretty quiet Monday morning outside. Quiet means not good for our business. Okay, you can see the park. It's really well compressed. And when I knock it out, you can see the park and the portafilter. Right, this is with park screen on. And from the coffee park, you can see that it is really well extracted. There's no patches of brown, light brown, and dark brown. The entire park is just totally soaked and wet with water, and it's very dry and it's very hot. Right, I'm used to the temperature of holding it. It's at least around 60 to 70 degrees Celsius. Right, so you can see it's compacted as one part, and there's no these color differences. So that is what I call a good extraction. Okay, now it's still early. We are only reaching about 120 degrees. Slowly rising up. Good thing about electric roaster is the temperature doesn't fluctuate a lot as compared to the gas roasters. It's easier to manage, in my opinion. How much power does it draw? It does draw quite a bit of power. Currently, I'm actually using a very high ampere output. I'm actually using a 60 amp socket here. But the roasting time is about between 10 to 20 minutes max. So I think the main heat source comes from the afterburner. The afterburner is actually a higher temperature. Afterburner is actually running at 250 degrees. Yeah, the roasters currently is only running at about 130, 135 degrees Celsius. No, you don't have to get a commercial roaster in place at home. If you're going to do that, you definitely need to up the amperage of your house, right? Yeah. This whole shop house has very high. We have a very powerful a power unit, DB box. Yeah, so it can go up. It can cater to I think 100 plus amp in the shop. Get a pullet roasters. Yeah, that actually runs on 30 amp. But I still prefer my my sniper, right? Yeah, these are the 1 kg, same as the bullet. This is the 400 gram, right? These roasters runs in normal amperage 13 amp, right? Only about 800 watts of power, so very low, very low. Yep. I think that's getting more and more popular. The Kaleido, they call it Kaleido Sniper, right? This is the M2 and that's the M10, right? Pretty nice roaster. I've been using them to do my sample roasting. They're very stable. Infrared plus, they call it half heat and half convection, air convection, right? Yep, induction heat. This one runs on infrared tube, but then at the same time it has air current flowing. So it's a 50% induction, 50% airflow. So this is slightly different. The coffee tastes a little bit different from this one, right? It is, I will use this for larger batch, definitely. Okay, let's check the temperature. And draft is referring to my mic, right? Like sometimes there's like crackles, there's like does it sound like static? Okay, it's definitely browning. It's called the Maillard process. Bumping. Bumping as in first crack, not yet. There are some beans that crack earlier, right? Some of the odd beans. Now it's only about 156 or 160 degrees, so it shouldn't be cracking. If you hear any bean cracking, means those beans are the abnormal one. We are only reaching about 10 minutes plus. So I think we still have about 5 minutes to go on this batch. Oops. So you can see the color, it's very light brown. You can smell the roasted nuts. See, the RR is so stable, the purple color line. Right, there's a little bit of fluctuation up and down, but generally it stays in a line. So there's no drastic increase, no drastic drop. So which is pretty stable, which is good. So that's the benefit against the direct fire roaster. This is 170 degree now. You can see slightly darker brown now. That would be great. That would be really interesting. Yeah. I would love to do it. and send me some green seeds so I can grow them here, right? So I can call myself a farmer. So from farm to process to roasting. That is really interesting. By the way, Drev has a garden at his backyard. There's some really old coffee plants, right? Oops, I dropped one. So Drev is from Australia, by the way. Anders is from Denmark. Mike, I believe, is from US. Have you got any idea what species is that? Like, what's the variety of the green coffee? Okay, let's see the color. Now it's getting slightly darker brown. I can hear some of the beans cracking, but that's not the first crack yet. It's pretty soon. Wow, the smell is good. Should be happening very soon, the first crack. Okay, it's cracking. So it's going to get a little bit noisy because I'm going to on the mixer and the mixer fan. You can see the color of the bean. You're reaching 190 or 198, so reaching 200 degrees soon. You can see the color. Dropping the bean really soon. The smell is now fully out. Wow. A little bit more. Those are the cracking sound. Yeah, there's about 6 kg of beans. Loss of weight will probably reduce the output weight by 20%. Usually between 15 to 20% of loss. Generally, it's a very even roast. There are some colors that's not so good. You can see from here. Right, this one is the odd color, so I will have to pick them out manually. uh, no, once you start to love your coffee, you will drink it really faster and faster, right? Just make those old beans as fertilizers, right? And they are a good way to remove bad odors in your house or your fridge. Okay, probably I'll zoom closer to let you see the quality of the roast. Sure. Then we can make a video, we brew the coffee together. That'll be interesting. So again, you can see the different color here. It's very obvious, right? So usually I'll handpick all this out based on my observation. I will not be able to pick 100% of all the beans, but I will try to pick as many as I can, right? So that my roast will be very even. So give some do like your local roaster, because it's probably the same thing they do, right? To get your good coffee in your cup, right? I'm very particular, so I do this all the time. Every time after I roast, I will pick all the hot color out, and some with empty shells. See if I get them, I'll show you. You can see all this color is very, very different from the one inside there. You can see out of this batch, this is a bad one, and this is probably from the previous batch. You can see this is totally roasted dark, right? It's like totally gone, right? So I have to spot all this. Generally, there are very few crackers here, right? So by cracker, I hope I can get one of those to show you, right? Means it's empty inside. Here, there's one here. You see, this is empty inside. I'm sure they are color sorter, but those are expensive machines. At my current level, I can't afford that kind of machines and space. There's actually color sorter before and after, right? So before they will choose the good beans and filter out all the bad beans, and after roasting they will do it one more time. But now I have to do it manually. So definitely there's automatic machines. The next investment which I'm going to make will be a automated weighing machine, so that it will weigh the exact amount that I want when I want to pack my coffee beans, so that I don't have to physically measure one by one, which is very, very time consuming. I think the beans has really cooled down, so I'm going to off the fan so that it will sound right. Usually I'll grab one bundle at a hand, and then I'll check whether the bunch passes. Okay, I think we are good to drop the beans now. Anders, I do not have a destoner. Okay, so okay, it's done. So now I can switch off. And this batch is going to be used in a shop, so I will not be packaging them. So now to bring you closer to see. Transmitter, is there a yellow LED and it's blinking or solid? Let me see. It's green and solid color. There's no, not yellow. So it's a solid green color. Okay, so I will be stopping the streaming, right? So really appreciate for you all to join me. Right, I have a dental appointment coming up, right? So, dreadful. So, I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Shout out to all my friends who have joined me on today's stream. Yep. Take care too, and just take care everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.